Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Jamun Tree, a story by Krishan Chandar. Krishan Chandar was an Indian, English, Urdu and Hindi writer of short stories and novels. In this story, he writes a satirically comment on how a common man suffers due to bureaucratical hurdles, and this story was originally written under the title Jamun Ka Ped, meaning the Jamun tree. There is a severe storm and a very big massive jamun tree falls, and where it falls is it falls on the secretariat lawn. And really the most important thing is an innocent man gets trapped under the tree and he is not able to come out, and the tree is crushing him. The gardener sees the trapped man and immediately informs the peon. The peon informs the head clerk informs the superintendent, and all of them come and assemble in the spot, and they began to think how to rescue the man. Actually, it is very easy to save him because all they have to do is just cut a little bit of the tree, lift it and free the man. But instead of immediately rescuing the man, various departments engage passing the responsibility, saying it is not in their job description and it is not their responsibility, and they argue about jurisdiction. And it is discovered that the trapped man is actually a very great celebrated poet. Immediately the cultural department comes and praises his work and everything, but they say that the saving him does not come under their job description, so they cannot save him. And the file is eventually bounced to the foreign ministry, and why the file goes to the foreign ministry is the tree was originally planted by a foreign dignitary, and therefore they think that if they cut the tree, it will damage the diplomatic relations that the country has with that particular foreign country. And after the circulating throughout countless offices, the file finally reaches the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister immediately orders the tree to be chopped down to save the man. But when the officials run to the courtyard with approval, they find that the poet is already dead. And throughout the story, there is a long chain of command that is being adhered to mindlessly, so that procedures are maintained. They want only to maintain the procedure. They are not worried about the man's life. And permission for removal of the tree begins with the superintendent and then goes up the hierarchy to reach under secretary, deputy secretary, joint secretary, chief secretary and the honorable minister. The file pertaining to the tree removal then begins a constant back and forth among the agriculture, forest and horticulture departments, and all these departments refuse to take the responsibility for the fallen tree and the man trapped underneath it. The story goes on to highlight several deficiencies that crop up in bureaucratic structures over the course of time. Many of the officials involved in the story actually want to rescue the man, but they are scared to do it because they have a fear that if they do something, then that action may turn against them because they have subverted the procedures that were laid down. The structure and regulations governing the employees prevented them from thinking out of the box solutions which could actually have saved the man's life without breaking any rules. The story highlighted how various departments were unclear about the file being under their jurisdiction authority. The Jamun Tree is a story describing the laziness, selfishness, corruption and stupidity of the government, who can have easily cut the tree to build companies and residential areas but cannot cut a single tree to save the man's life stuck under the tree. The story is a sarcastic take on the malaise that is affecting a bureaucratic system where passing the buck and not taking responsibility is more a rule than an exception. The story also depicts the lack of compassion and humanity that the society displays when there is no value for a human life. If you have anything more to add on to what I have said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.